When you think of professional wrestling, one name almost always comes to mind first: Hulk Hogan. For millions of fans around the world, he wasn't just a wrestler, he was a real-life superhero. With his signature yellow and red gear, his iconic 24-inch pythons and his undeniable charisma, Terry Bollea transformed into the larger-than-life character of Hulk Hogan. He created a movement known as Hulkamania, which was built on his 3 commandments: training hard, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins. This simple, positive message connected with kids and adults alike, making him a beloved hero and the face of the World Wrestling Federation during its most explosive period of growth in the 1980s. Hogan's journey to the top of the wrestling world was a story of dedication and seizing the right opportunities. He started his career in the late 1970s, wrestling in smaller promotions and slowly building his reputation. His massive size and incredible presence caught the eye of Vince McMahon Sr., but it was his appearance in the movie Rocky III as the character Thunderlips that truly launched him into the mainstream spotlight. When Vince McMahon Jr. took over the WWF, he saw Hogan as the perfect person to build his new vision of sports entertainment around. On January 23, 1984, Hogan defeated the Iron Sheik to win his first WWF championship, a moment that officially ignited the fire of Hulkamania and changed wrestling forever. His reign as champion was defined by epic battles against some of the most memorable villains in wrestling history. His rivalry with the rowdy and unpredictable Rowdy Roddy Piper was legendary, culminating in the main event of the very first WrestleMania in 1985. This event brought together wrestling and pop culture, featuring celebrities like Mr. T and Cyndi Lauper, and it wouldn't have been possible without Hogan's star power. He also faced colossal challenges from giants like Andre the Giant, leading to their historic confrontation at WrestleMania 3 in front of a record-breaking crowd. Hogan lifting and slamming the massive Andre remains one of the most replayed moments in all of sports history. These rivalries helped solidify Hogan's status as the ultimate good guy. He was the champion who always stood up for what was right, overcoming impossible odds to defend his title and his values. He fought against other incredible opponents like King Kong Bundy in a steel cage, the devious $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and the mighty Randy Macho Man Savage. Each victory added to his legend, making children believe that if they followed his rules, they too could overcome any obstacle. Hulk Hogan wasn't just winning matches, he was inspiring a generation of fans who were all proud to call themselves Hulkamaniacs. Hulk Hogan's influence stretched far beyond the squared circle, as he became one of the first wrestlers to successfully cross over into mainstream entertainment. His natural charisma and immense popularity made him a perfect fit for Hollywood. After his memorable role in Rocky III, he starred in his own movies like No Holds Barred, Suburban Commando, and Mr. Nanny. While these films weren't always critical successes, they were incredibly popular with his young fan base, further cementing his status as a household name. He proved that a professional wrestler could be more than just an athlete. He could be a movie star, a brand, and a pop culture phenomenon that everyone recognized. The wave of Hulkamania also took over television screens across the country. He appeared on countless talk shows, from The Tonight Show to morning news programs, always promoting the positive message of his character. He even had his own Saturday morning cartoon called Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, which introduced his larger-than-life world to an even younger audience. This constant presence in media made him inescapable in the 1980s and early 1990s. Hogan wasn't just a part of the culture, for a time he was the culture. His face was on lunchboxes, action figures, video games, and breakfast cereals, making him as recognizable as any president or movie star. His global impact was just as significant as he helped turn the WWF into an international powerhouse. With Hogan as the main attraction, the WWF expanded its reach to countries all over the world, from Canada and the United Kingdom to Japan and Australia. Fans everywhere were captivated by his energy and his classic American hero persona. He made wrestling cool and accessible to a global audience, breaking down barriers and creating a shared experience for millions. The sight of him hulking up, feeling the energy of the crowd to become seemingly invincible, was a universal language that everyone understood, no matter where they were from. Later in his career, he shocked the world by joining the rival promotion, World Championship Wrestling, and turning into the villainous Hollywood Hulk Hogan. As the leader of the New World Order, he traded his red and yellow for black and white, showing a darker, more arrogant side of his character. This move was a massive risk, but it paid off, creating one of the most successful and talked about storylines in wrestling history. It proved his versatility and his deep understanding of the business, as he once again became the central figure in wrestling's surge in popularity during the Monday Night Wars of the late 1990s. Despite his incredible success and worldwide fame, Hulk Hogan's personal life was often marked by significant challenges and public struggles. Behind the curtain, the man Terry Bollea faced difficulties that the invincible Hulkster could not easily overcome. One of the most impactful events was his highly publicized divorce from his wife Linda Hogan in 2007. The separation was not only emotionally taxing, but also financially devastating. According to reports from the divorce filings, the settlement resulted in him losing a substantial portion of his wealth, including a large percentage of his liquid assets and stakes in his various businesses, which severely impacted the fortune he had built over decades of hard work. The financial troubles mounted, creating a period of great uncertainty for the wrestling legend. After years of being on top of the world, he found himself in a vulnerable position, which was a stark contrast to the powerful image he had always projected to his fans. This difficult time showed a different side of Hogan, a human being dealing with real-world problems just like anyone else. It was a humbling chapter in his life, forcing him to rebuild and find his footing again after losing so much. The struggles he faced were a reminder that even the biggest superstars are not immune to hardship and personal loss. A turning point came from an unexpected and controversial place. Hogan became embroiled in a major legal battle against the website Gawker.com, which had published a private and illegally recorded video of him without his consent. He sued the company for invasion of privacy, leading to a long and intense court case that captured national attention. Hogan argued that his privacy had been violated in the most profound way possible. The fight was not just about money, it was about standing up for his personal rights and dignity against a media outlet that he felt had crossed a serious line. In 2016, a Florida jury sided with Hogan, awarding him a stunning $140 million verdict. Although the final amount was reduced to a $31 million settlement after Gawker filed for bankruptcy, the victory was monumental. It not only helped him recover financially from his earlier setbacks but also set a major precedent in the ongoing conversation about privacy in the digital age. The lawsuit was a grueling ordeal, but in the end, it represented a significant triumph for Hogan. He had faced down a media giant in a public forum and emerged victorious, proving once again that he was a fighter, both in and out of the ring. In his later years, Hulk Hogan's relationship with the WWE, the company he helped build, was complex and often turbulent. He was welcomed back into the fold in 2014, but his contract was terminated in 2015 after recordings of him making racist comments surfaced publicly. The incident caused a major controversy and led to his removal from the WWE Hall of Fame. It was a dark moment that tarnished his heroic image and forced fans to confront a difficult truth about their childhood idol. The man who had preached positivity had shown a side of himself that was deeply disappointing and hurtful to many. After a period of public reflection and apologies, WWE reinstated him into the Hall of Fame in 2018, and he began to slowly reappear in the wrestling world, taking on a role as an ambassador and a living legend. He made several appearances at major events, often alongside other icons like The Rock and The Undertaker, reminding fans of the golden era he helped create. His return was met with mixed reactions. Some fans were ready to forgive and celebrate his contributions, while others felt the damage to his legacy was permanent. It highlighted the complicated nature of separating the character from the person. As he moved into his 70s, Hogan's presence became more about nostalgia and honoring the past. He appeared at the 30th anniversary celebration of Monday Night Raw in 2023, a living testament to the show's incredible longevity, which he played a key role in establishing. These appearances were a way for the company and the fans to pay tribute to his undeniable impact on the industry. He was the foundation upon which modern sports entertainment was built, and his influence can still be seen in the spectacle and larger-than-life characters that define wrestling today. His contributions, for better or worse, are woven into the very fabric of WWE. Hulk Hogan passed away in 2025, leaving behind a legacy that will be debated and celebrated for generations. He was a flawed hero, a man who reached the highest peaks of fame and also faced the lowest valleys of personal controversy. But for millions of people, he will forever be the unstoppable force who told them to believe in themselves. He transformed professional wrestling from a regional spectacle into a global entertainment empire. Though his final chapter was complicated, the roar of the Hulkamaniacs and the memory of him tearing off that yellow shirt will echo in arenas forever. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?